Germany was economically devastated after a defeat in the First World War. Germany was at its weakest and most vulnerable point when Hitler took the opportunity to begin his ascent to power. His motivated speeches were able to capture the hearts of broken German people. He promised to build a strong nation and restore the lost dignity of the German people. He was extremely interested in the youth of the country. His main agenda was to prepare the youth to serve the country, and for that he established a strong base for Nazi society by teaching Nazi ideology to young children. All schools were cleansed and purified through various measures. Jewish teachers were dismissed. German and undesirable children were not allowed to sit or play together. Later, the undesirable children were thrown out of schools, and eventually, in the 1940s, they were taken to the gas chambers where they were finally killed. Those termed as good German children were subjected to Nazi schooling. School textbooks were rewritten and racial science was introduced to justify Nazi ideas of race. Children were taught to be loyal, obedient, hate Jews, and worship Hitler. In fact, sports education was also imparted to children in order to nourish the spirit of violence and aggression among them. Youth organizations were established which were meant to educate German youth in the spirit of National Socialism. 10-year-olds had to enter Jungvolk, which was a Nazi organization for children below 14 years of age, and at 14, all boys had to join the Hitler Youth, a Nazi youth organization where they were educated to worship war, glorify aggression and violence, condemn democracy, and hate Jews and other undesirable people. After all the physical and ideological training, they had to join the labor service at the age of 18, and later they had to serve in the armed forces. Women in Nazi Germany were considered radically different from men. While boys were trained to be aggressive and steel-hearted, girls were told to become good mothers and rear pure-blooded Aryan children for Germany. They had to preserve purity of race, look after their homes, and teach Nazi values to their children. Hitler considered the mother as the most important citizen, but the fact was that all mothers were not treated equally in Nazi Germany. Pure German women were encouraged to give birth to many Aryan children. Women who bore racially desirable children were rewarded. On the contrary, women deviated from Nazism were severely punished. Therefore, the lives of women in Nazi Germany were controlled and restricted. Hitler succeeded by controlling the mind of his youth, which eventually played a huge role in the Nazification of Germany.